gonna do it.
Wow, you're lame. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of Doom. I'm your host, Thomas Histon, and we are coming at you live from the friend zone. What's up, everybody?
Why do I have to follow that line? You know, Marquez, you go after. You go. You introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Marquez, and I'm not in the friend zone, so.
Oh!
Wow. Whoa.
So apparently the follow-up is just to completely destroy Thomas.
Exactly.
Just every time I do that, it's like, well, Thomas, I'm not in the friend zone because I have a girlfriend.
And I'm Joseph Goodell.
Don't do it. Don't say it.
Say it.
What, now you don't want me to say it?
No, I thought you were going to say, all right, and I have a girlfriend, too.
I'm in a committed relationship.
Nah, you guys are lame.
So,
Yes, good.
Commitment's overrated. So what's up, everybody? It's been 1 week since our last show. And next show, it'll be a week from this show. I don't know where I was going with that, but
unbelievably, our show occurs on a weekly frequency.
Wednesdays at 3. Every Wednesday at 3. What?
It's 3 now, and it's Wednesday, and they're listening. So I think
Guess
they've
what,
gotten
everybody?
the gist.
It's that time of week again. it's SRUD time. Okay, so we, as you can clearly tell, we didn't really have an idea for the show today. I sort of just woke up yesterday and I was like, what do I want to do? Let's just talk. Let's just talk. How are you guys doing? You guys, not the audience.
What? You want them to come in here and tell us?
I said you guys.
No, I know,
You
but
specifically tell Marquez, how are you doing? Joe doesn't matter.
I'm doing good today. How about you, man?
I'm doing all right. It's maybe a long night because as Joe can attest, I didn't do my paper last night. But
Why?
Because
we talked about this, Thomas.
Because Marquez, I'm sad. No.
It's every single night at around 10:30. Thomas is like, "Oh no, I didn't do my work."
That's not true.
All right, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. 10:30 the next night, he's like, "Oh no."
That's not true. That's only true most nights. So we actually did open it up to the Instagram audience, SRUDXLR on Instagram, to ask. I asked the very vague question, what should we talk about? And I got a few answers. Some we can't talk about. I don't know why people think that they can just send me things that we obviously are not allowed to talk about.
Do we have like a SRUD after hours? Like,
do you want to go to late tonight?
No, well, I don't mean the purpose of after hours isn't for it to be a late night show. The purpose is that it's.
Oh, you think we can
unfiltered.
just well, we couldn't do it here.
No, I know.
No.
Yeah, we could just get a mic.
Well, I
and
know
just,
our committed fan base would be willing to put up with us. Additionally,
if they've gotten this far in the episode, they will do literally anything for us.
Okay, well, send your questions to me personally at whatever my Instagram tag is. I don't remember.
Do you want me to say it? Because I do not.
Well,
Why do you know it?
Because it's easy, Jason.
yeah, it is JCADDELL 123.
Yeah.
That's my first and last name, and then 123 because I made it when I was like 9. Send
Yeah.
them to me directly.
The cool
and
thing
I'll-
about Instagram is you can change it. But you haven't.
Well, I'm still 9 mentally, so.
If you
Anyway,
could go
what are the
back in time. So I did have a few questions. The bulk of my questions came from a very loyal viewer. Shout out to Bianca. If you want to listen to Bianca, she has a show tonight at 6 o'clock called Popcorn with Bianca and Sabrina. Check it out if you guys like talking about movies. Just wanted to shout her out because she actually killed it and sent a ton of really pretty awesome questions. So we're going to start with the first one. If you could uninvent one thing, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
Well, because the question is, would I uninvent something with the purpose of it actually being helpful, or would I uninvent something really necessary to bother a lot of people?
Just uninvent sponges. I feel like I'd uninvent phones because then then I would actually get schoolwork done.
Okay. But like only phones though. So like we developed all these technologies, but no one ever figured out just to put it in like a rectangle.
Yeah. So it's just we still have the telegram, but
Yeah, so they figured out how to send messages through the internet before they figured out how to send it through a wire.
pretty much.
Ooh, okay, I gotta think.
All right, Marquez.
I'm also thinking. So like, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of it like an invention that bothers me.
Okay. Fidget spinners.
Yeah, but that's out of style now, you know. And this never even bothered me their existence. I enjoyed their existence. I didn't enjoy the trendiness of them. But
What if we just like uninvented pencils?
I'm going with like stairs. Like there was only just slopes, and everyone just
No,
kept
because
sliding, and they're like, this is miserable.
just stairs, but then we just never every building like all
only one floor
the
building.
deforestation is just insane because there are only one-story buildings on Earth now.
when they figured out elevators, they were like, this is amazing. We can do so much with it.
We can build up.
No longer do we need slopes.
No
to
longer
move.
are we bound to the ground. We can go to the sky.
Does it count as stairs if you like climb up them? Like if like the first stair
Oh, you mean
is,
like when you're an
neck height?
alpha and you just run up the stairs on all fours?
No, well, everyone does that, but I hope everyone does
I got
that.
some weird looks my first day of freshman year when I did that.
Yeah, I'm locking in my answer as stairs, not because I think there should only be one-story buildings, because I would love the concept if every stairs was just replaced with like a flat slope that was really hard to get up. And there were like handrails, so people were like kind of desperately climbing their way up. And, like,
That's a great answer, actually.
yeah, and then like skateboards being used in houses would become a thing. People like doing like sick tricks up ramps.
Then the child mortality rate would go up because people are trying to do sick tricks
It
on
weed
ramps.
outs the weak ones.
Yeah, natural selection, man.
Yeah.
Anything for the grind.
Yeah, we'd have all these ripped kids with their ripped calves from like. You can't see what I'm
How
doing
would that
physically, but
Yeah, how would that evolutionarily like we just have like our knees would like be bigger or like bones would be
yeah. Well,
just
what
in our
muscles
legs.
do you use to climb up just a 45-degree slant?
Oh, we'd evolve into like worms. I think is what would happen.
I don't think that's where he was
I don't
going.
think that checks out. I haven't read
Yeah, I don't.
whatever Charles Darwin's book is. I don't know what the name is. I
Did he
forgot.
come out with a new one?
Yeah, his newest release,
His Netflix adaptation.
The Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling.
Starring
Mar-
Thomas.
Marquez, that'd be the most boring book. Oh, that actually is a. We'll get to that. But what are you, Marquez?
Doors.
You just
Doors. So like,
Doors.
Well, Marquez is creepy and just dislikes privacy.
well, do you want them to be replaced with walls or just empty holes? Like, there's no way to get between rooms, or there's no way to
There's
not
just
get
one
between
room.
rooms?
There's just one room. There's nothing else but one room.
That's kind of nice, though. You could have like.
But then we just
small-
be in an open area right here in the studio.
Well, yeah, but like you can still have small walls, like little like paper, not like paper walls, but just like small like blockers,
Like dividers.
Yeah,
but not
dividers,
like
but
walls.
not like
You don't have
that
any
would
doors.
increase airflow. That would allow for easier air conditioning. Mm-hmm. I think Marquez is really working on progressing society.
So
Well,
everything
all my-
would be like stalls then.
That wasn't my
Yeah.
intent, but we can go with
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
that-
I think you're really doing the right thing here.
And
That
then
wasn't my intent, but all right.
and then every thing could be like that one guy who creeped on me while I was going pee in senior year. I haven't forgotten you, man. Long story short, I was peeing in the stall and I hear this like banging noise, and I look up and some dude is like on his tiptoes, like looking over the stall at me, and I'm like, it didn't bother me, but I remember thinking I should be bothered by this. So he ran away when he saw that I looked down. I was like, "Hey, hey, what the heck?"
I'll never forget you, bro.
And then I never come back.
You didn't even rate it.
1 to 10, come on, man.
Okay, wait, no. What was your intention? If you didn't want the doors to be for ergonomic space efficiency, what would
I
you?
just
look
wanted to be a huge inconvenience because no doors.
Okay.
All right,
I keep looking at the door like I don't remember what a door is. Like
that thing over there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
oh
one.
yeah, we need that stuff.
No, you don't.
If you could wake up one day with one new talent, what would you want to have?
The ability to climb up 45-degree slopes.
Wait, so this is a continuous, like, you create a problem that only you have the solution to.
And, like, I can just walk perfectly up the slant, and everyone's like, oh.
You'd be a god amongst men. We'd make you like the next monarch. he who can climb.
Okay, I gotta think of an actual answer.
But one new talent, not like not like superpower or anything, just talent.
Who was that?
I have no idea who that is.
She's cool. That's all I know.
Okay, well let's not don't say her name, but like somebody was just waving at us.
I asked who they were, so I clearly don't know. Oh, I guess
you mean
asking who they were would entail someone saying their name, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why actually today's Joe's last episode. So no,
Joe has been canceled.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna play you a clip from last night. Joe was talking about so I talent is such a like. I just pick anything. If they were like, "Hey, you're gonna be a basket weaver now," I'd be like, "Nice." Like, I finally have a talent. The ability to get women it would be my talent. I
so want to be able to do the worm. I would give so much to just I would not give practicing the worm, because that's probably one of the most dumb looking and embarrassing things to actually practice. But if I could like perfectly do the worm, I would do that so often, every day.
I think that's something you would think you would do a lot and then just not.
No, I would willingly sacrifice social credibility to do the worm in stupid circumstances. Like, I answer a question right in class, just drop everything and just do that.
Okay, Marquez, what's your answer? And then we're gonna take a little bit of a break.
Con artist. I want all the money.
The ability to commit crime without being caught.
We'll be together. You'll do the con, and I'll distract them by doing the
There you go.
Money.
And I'll just weave you a basket or whatever. Why was that the example I used? It seems cool.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to listen to Joe's song from Joe's favorite band. And we will be back in a few minutes. We'll see you guys in a sec.
I had a legendary roast on Thomas while music was playing, and so he decided to slaughter me on air.
Yeah.
So I'm actually coming to you live from the grave.
What's it like, Joe?
It's cold, dirty,
moist,
a bit, and still has more women in it than you will ever meet.
That was great. Oh, man.
I was buried.
You just brought me with you. That's what you did. Man, okay, that was funny. Dang it. I'm pissed. That was funny, too. That was really good. Oh, man. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of Doom. The only person who hasn't been roasted today...
Let's get him.
...is Marquez. We'll find some way to roast him.
I can't say that. Never mind.
Don't say... Marquez, if you could go back in time. So... What is a normal activity? Well, we're getting back into the questions. What is a normal activity that you're abnormally bad at? So, like the person who put this said, I'm bad at high fives.
Breathing.
How is that something you could possibly be bad at?
Asthma.
Marcus doesn't have asthma, though.
Not
Yes,
yet.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. We're learning new things.
It's not that hard, just breathe.
I give you a step-by-step guide on how to breathe.
Yeah, just think about, for the rest of the show, just think about manually breathing.
What isn't that?
Like, I'm not great at high fives. I always seem to miss, or at least not do as solid as I would want them to be. I'm always bad at gauging whether someone wants to, like, shake my hand, whether they want to, like, dab me up, you know, like, actually, my first day of freshman year of high school, a guy walked over to me, and he was on the basketball team, and I'm tall, so they're like, hey, join the JV basketball team. And he walks up to me, and he sticks his hand out, and I thought he wanted to shake my hand. So I grabbed his hand, but he was trying to like.
Is he trying to dap you up
Yep.
and you just imprison him there?
That's exactly what happened.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He sort of looked at me and then he was like, "Yeah, so I'm the captain of the JV team. Tryouts are later," and then just walked away. So that was fun. But yeah, so that's something I'm bad at gauging. Obviously, if I'm going to a professor, I'm going to shake their hand. It's not, but it's just normal people.
Now you're gonna dap him up, slap some skin. You know what I mean?
Just slap him in the face.
Beat him. That works too.
Hey, yo, professor.
That was a great noise. I hope the mics caught that because that was great.
No, I heard it pretty clearly.
Well, sometimes it gets
Okay.
a
Yeah.
little funky. What is that? A mosquito just flew into my eye.
Oh, dude. I don't really know if it counts as like a normal task, but like sometimes noticing things, just like normal things, is hard. Well, the main example that I'm noting is that so Thomas and I are roommates, like roommates, and then Marquez and our other roommate are there together. And Thomas hung up an American flag, like a very large, unmissable American flag above his bed.
You know, the
for,
very
like,
dull colored American flag.
red, white, and blue. And it was hung in there for like
A day. Pretty much an entire
pretty much
day.
a full day. And then our other roommate walked in and was like, "Hey, nice American flag," and I was like, "Oh." So
Yeah.
either that or just remembering extremely. I guess remembering names is a normal thing. Because
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Marquez is just one thing he's, I guess, pretty good at is he's a kleptomaniac.
Oh yeah.
So basically, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I have this like rubber unicorn mask, and I woke up this morning and I was like, Where is it? Because it was sitting on my bed. And then pretty much an entire day goes by, and right before I went to class today at around 2, I was like, "Hey, did you guys see my mask?" And he was like, "No." And then 5 minutes later, he walks in with a mask on. I'm like, "Why did you take that?"
I don't know. I just saw it. I was like, I wanted it. So I
Yoink.
took it.
Yoink.
Jackson knew I had it, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, so he lied to my face.
Yeah. Because I walked into the room with it on.
Good to know. Can't trust anybody. I'll trust you, Joe.
You shouldn't trust Joe either.
Why not?
Where would I hide it? If I stole it, it would just be in our
It's
room.
not about the unicorn mask, guys. It's about how it makes me feel inside.
It makes me feel bad when it's hanging up on your bedpost. It's the first thing I see when I walk in.
Look, you ever read Lord of the Flies? Okay, what's one thing you're bad at, Marquez? Like normal things that most people are pretty good at.
I guess volume control.
What? No.
Shut up.
I'm kidding.
I'm really bad about that if I'm wearing headphones.
Yeah.
It happens, okay? It's a very intense time for me.
When you play video games.
Yes.
Okay. Next question. What actor would you have, or not even an actor, but what person would you play if you had a movie about you? Like, what actor would you have portray you?
Oh, who would be me if not me?
Me, it'd
Donald
be Will
Glover.
Smith.
What?
Yeah. Say Donald Glover.
In West
That'd be
Philadelphia.
hype.
I could see that, yeah. Why not? If it were an older version of me, I'd have Henry Rollins play me. If you don't know who that is, look him up. Even though he has like tattoos all over his arms, that'd be hard to cover up. I don't. But I may. What the heck is his name? Nikolai Christoph Waldo he's an actor on Game of Thrones. So look him up. They're hotter versions of me, if that's possible.
I could probably play myself visually, but I would love it if I could have J.K. Simmons voice me. Just because, like, all of the things I say would be like amplified by so much. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
of.
Well, no, but like physically. Or do you just have J.K. Rowling
J.K. Simmons.
J.K.
J.K. Rowling can act me,
Yeah.
and J.K. Simmons can voice me. Yeah, they'll dub over Rowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, J.K. Simmons is certainly welcome to. It would look a bit out of place, but I think it would work. We're like the same.
Doesn't matter. I'm having Will Smith play me, so how you look doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to think. Movies that J.K. Simmons was in. He was in Whiplash. He plays Tenzin in Legend of Korra. He's Cave Johnson in Portal 2, the Lemon Guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool. I didn't know
that's how I know him mainly.
All right, so we have another question.
Oh,
but before we,
yeah,
the
Charles Xavier. Yeah.
no,
No.
nope,
No, wrong person?
That's
No.
that's
Wrong
I don't know
person?
his name, but no, that's the he's the we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. That's the guy.
Yeah,
we're
I know.
talking
I know
about.
him
He's
from
not.
that.
He does not play.
I thought he played. Okay, my
No.
bad. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
I'll show you later.
But before we continue with the questions, it was just brought to my attention that if you're listening on the Radio FX app, go ahead and press the go button for me, and then click the little comment bubble, and go ahead and drop us a little comment. You know, just something nice, something meaningful. Like for instance, one of our DJs, Scotty Rocket, writes, "Slapping skin with President Cosentino." So if you have any other insightful, wonderful comments like that, please let me know.
Slapping skin.
Love you, Megan. That's gonna need to not. What would you do if you woke up and there was an elephant in your room?
I wouldn't mention it.
You're so funny. You're so funny.
I'll go ahead and take over the show now if you don't mind. Step out of the
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. See you guys later. It's been cool. It's been real.
I do if there's an elephant in the room.
I mean,
I will tame it and make it
Depends.
mine.
It depends. Is it an Asian elephant or is it an African elephant?
Why make the discrimination?
Because
one of
African
my
elephants
colleagues.
have giant ears and Asian elephants don't. So it's just, can I take a shower and dry myself off with their ears? And the answer is, if it's an Asian elephant, it'd be a little more difficult. I'm going to get a little too close to the Asian elephant's like eyes, because their ears are a lot smaller. But if it's an African elephant, I can keep a safe distance while also fulfilling my childhood fantasy of drying myself off with an elephant's ears.
Why is that a childhood fantasy?
Don't.
Did you ask yourself this question?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
I have a lot of peanuts usually, so I'll probably feed it some peanuts. What's wrong with having?
No, that's just, we have the boiled peanuts like that aren't that on. It spit them out because they're not good. No, the ones you got last night.
Oh, yeah,
Specifically the ones you got last night weren't
Yeah,
good.
or whatever.
Okay. Do you believe in aliens? And my answer is sure. I don't know.
I'm gonna say, do you believe in God?
Do you believe in God, Joe?
Well, I'm just like,
Do you believe?
Do you believe
Dude,
in
this is
magic?
it's a. Look, I'm just saying. I need to know if you are allowed back on the show next week. Are you a godly man?
Smiling rainbow unicorn of God.
Write that down, Marcus. Write that down. What would they do if, like, if you got your own show and you were like, I'm going to name mine the Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of God while mine is still going on?
I literally copy our audio from the show, but I just play like religious rock instead of
Oh, no.
whatever it is you play. I don't
You
know.
mean
It was a
magical
variety of
stuff like Weezer, your favorite band?
Oh yes. Please let me clarify that Weezer is not my favorite
Weezer,
band.
that's all he talks about, really.
No, it is not.
Just like
All I
candy
talk
corn's
about-
his favorite candy. He loves Italian sausage. Like,
I don't dislike Italian sausage. I dislike that it's the only thing you guys eat.
I don't eat Italian sausage. I just eat. I know.
Do you
Yeah.
believe in aliens? And my answer is, I'm very skeptical of ideas of that kind of stuff.
Grandeur.
But probably. I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't be something that would happen.
Yeah, I feel like it's statistically likely that there's some kind of alien life, whether or not it's more complex organisms like us or
I would
even
imagine it's
bacteria.
very much not as complex organisms as us.
Well,
If
yeah,
it-
but
if
I
it-
mean like even close. But
yeah.
bacteria. I feel like the likelihood that Earth is the only planet capable of harboring life and has actually created it is pretty low.
Marquez, do you believe in aliens?
I kind of side with Joe here. Like, I more so believe that there's a bigger possibility of just being like bacterial life everywhere, anywhere else, just not humanoid.
Yeah. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
Boo.
That isn't an.
I second boo.
Okay.
Will you third boo?
Will you third boo?
Will you third boo?
No, I don't.
You don't believe in ghosts? Okay. I did not know how to respond.
That's why I gave you that.
Yes, I believe in ghosts. All right.
I don't know.
So we got one yes, one no, and one yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Do you ever get the urge to correct someone when you overhear them saying something you disagree with? And no, because I mind my own business.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I genuinely think the world would be a lot better if we just all mind our own business. If it's someone I don't know, why would I just...
actually,
Yeah, why would I interrupt them? That doesn't... I'm not going to change their opinion. I don't see myself as like, I'm going to be able to change someone's opinion if they're talking about this loudly in public.
No. Because
I don't think I can change most people's opinions, even you guys. Like I don't think like that. I'm not very persuasive in that way, and I don't have a need to, unless none of you guys don't have any like super hateful opinions. I don't feel the need to, except for Joe. I don't feel the need to correct. I don't feel the need to correct anybody. You have an opinion. I might not agree with it, but that doesn't mean. I don't know. Just mind your own business.
Yeah, well, I mean, the likelihood that if you overhear someone saying some opinion about some group or some topic or whatever, and you go up to them and say, hey, this, they're going to think, oh, I hate you, and then leave or yell at you.
Yeah.
So I don't think it ever actually... I mean, the urge can be there sometimes, because you want to believe that, like, if everyone thinks the way I think, then the world would be great. But,
Yeah. Well, that's a completely different topic because I actively do not think of everybody. I think my opinions are probably ultimately wrong, but yeah. So the only thing that would serve to do, I think, is give you some temporary satisfaction and like, oh, I got them. Even though you're not going to change anything, you might more likely you're just going to make them and you upset. So
and oftentimes even strengthen their own opinions because they are more willing to double down on it.
Yeah. Okay. Be quirky. Oh, I know no other way. That's literally what it said.
It said be quirky?
Yeah.
Be quirky. Like, are they requesting us to be quirky, or are they just?
No,
saying,
I'm assuming we're keeping the same level of quirkiness that we always.
I'm gonna read my star sign. Hold on. What's like my horoscope for today? Libra horoscope.
Okay, while we do that, Marquez, what's your favorite book?
I don't actually know. I mean, I've read a lot of books, but I don't have a favorite. I like all of them.
Dog, go.
I think of the little engine that could. I think I'm the only one here that consistently reads, right? Like for funsies.
I used to, but I don't no more.
Okay. And mine's either a Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin or The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. So, cats versus dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
Okay, I like dogs better, but I love both. But I will probably get a cat just because they're a lot less maintenance, and I'm not banking in the future that I'm gonna like get my own place and have, let's say, a wife. I'm not banking on that, so it's nobody to home to take care of a dog. But I feel like cats would be more manageable to, or it's fish. So if it dies, I feel nothing.
Wow,
it's horrible.
You're a horrible person, Thomas.
By the way.
Okay, this
I
don't like this immediately.
Is going to be a super day. If you're in a flirting mood, you'll have no problem catching the eye of someone charming.
Is that why you've been looking at me like this all
well,
session?
This is both of our horoscopes.
Oh.
But if you're in a quieter mood, you will have all the time you need for the website to completely change format while I'm reading it. To get away from the hubbub in order to find the solace you seek. Your wishes will be obeyed. Which is a really weird way of wording that. Your hopes
what does that mean?
will be met. And your expectations will all be exceeded. Just have a wonderful time. Okay. That was my horoscope for today.
Well, that's our horoscope.
That was our horoscope.
I don't like making fun of
fantastic
horoscopes, but that does seem... Is there ever a horoscope that's just like, you know what, today's not going to be your day.
You will be miserable. Your expectations will be dropped.
Don't flirt with anybody today because they will dislike it.
You look awful.
Just stay inside if you can. If you can't, make sure you have your mask on.
Your requests will not only be denied, but will in fact, the opposite will occur.
You will go bald by the age of 32.
A daily horoscope that has like a grand life consequence.
If you leave your house today, your teeth will fall out when you're 55 years
You'll
old.
regret getting out of bed.
What if that's what it said? Don't get on that bus.
It was just that. It just said, don't get on the bus.
Just over and over again.
Don't.
Oh, man.
I wasn't trying to make fun of people who read horoscope, but when I hear quirky, that's the only thing I can think of is like
His horoscope.
well, not even horoscope, but more like
Crackhead
people
energy.
who like people who associate a large portion of their identities with their star sign.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I or their Hogwarts house, that too. I've known a lot of people who like, oh man, I'm such a Ravenclaw.
oh,
Which I have a very developed opinion about those types of tests and why they're not accurate, but I won't bore you with that.
Thomas,
Slytherin.
what's your favorite animal? A
Um,
badger, a snake, a
Lion
lion,
or a raven.
or yeah,
Out of those three?
uh,
4?
yeah.
Probably a badger.
I got news for you.
Oh no.
You're a Hufflepuff.
You're a hooflepoofless. You belong with the hooflepoofless. I don't know why I needed to do
Well, no, we actually fulfilled the request of be quirky. I
Oh,
think.
by me saying hooflepoofless.
Exactly.
I got you.
All right, we're going to listen to a few more songs, and then we'll be back to say our goodbyes and bid Joe farewell and the best of luck on his future endeavors that is not on this show. We'll see you guys in a minute. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Share with the class what you wanted to say, Joe.
I was just putting my face close to the microphone.
Why? Why is that something you would want to do?
Lemons.
Smells nice.
Welcome back to the Smiling. I don't know why that got me so
Yeah,
mad.
I don't know.
I don't know what. No, because you just said lemons. Lemons. Welcome back to the Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of Doom. We're just about wrapped up, but we just have one more question. Well, it was a question that I didn't really want to answer. It was basically asking if and I like doing the question stuff because I think it's fun to just ask questions, and then we don't really have to think about stuff ourselves. We're just answering questions, right? But
Yeah.
a lot of questions were like, what do you think about this political thing? What do you think about this current state of whatever? And I'm not tilting my hand anywhere, but that's just not really something if you're listening to a show called The Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of Doom and you're expecting some,
We are the experts.
we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. If you're coming to a show like that, yeah, if you're coming to a show like this to hear three dudes talk about their opinion on politics, you're probably in the wrong place. It's not something I typically enjoy talking about regularly anyways, but on this show, I don't think that's a right place for that. And I'm also not, at least in my opinion, I'm not crazy enough to think that my opinion is good. I don't know. I get just questions every time I say, hey, ask us questions. I always get something like that, and I don't care to answer them, and I won't ask them on the show because that's also being like, hey, you guys answer this question that you may or may not want to answer.
Send them to at jcadell123 on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
I'll answer them at Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of Doom After Hours, the solo show featuring not the person that started the show.
Yeah. We could do that. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough stuff to do on a regular basis. I could totally.
Well, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just you talking.
Yes, I am the After Hours.
Okay. Listen to Smiling Rainbow Unicorn of Doom After Hours to just hear any sexual questions, because I do get a lot of those.
And I will answer those and the political questions back to back.
On my behalf.
Yes, I will answer for Thomas and Marquez.
Please.
So we're going to wrap up, but next week I have I actually do have an idea of what we're going to talk about, and you guys will have to just wait and hear about that later. But stick around, because in 15 minutes at 4 o'clock we have Off the Bench, which is a sports talk show from 4 to 6. And then, of course, like I said before, be sure to check out the new show on XLR, Popcorn with Sabrina and Bianca, tonight at 6 o'clock. All right, so do you guys have any final thoughts? Say something funny.
I was gonna say something political, like
No.
not actually say it. I was gonna be like, I really think the right wing just like hope you would cut my mic or something. But I don't think we had enough synergy between our brains to make that joke come to light. So maybe when you get a little bit funnier, we'll try it again. But we'll have to see.
All right, we were supposed to roast Marquez today.
Oh,
Your shoes, whack. your outfit, whack.
Continue.
wait, doesn't
skin
like to smile.
Well, that's just a fact.
What did you say about my smile, Joe?
What? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Smiling Rubber Unicorn of Doom. We will be back Wednesday at 3 o'clock this Wednesday and every Wednesday. Be sure to tune in to Off the Bench in a few minutes. You guys stay awesome. Peace.